Yeah.
you mess up our tidy concepts of what's fair game for art materials. What wouldn't you use in a piece of art? I was wondering about that.
Well, I think for me, I have this drive towards trying out different materials, partly because I'm thinking everything, and this is a very, blatant statement, but everything that's been done in acrylics and oils. I mean, I want to go somewhere else into areas, I call them rabbit holes. Go down a rabbit hole and see what happens and let things unfold. I think I would be interested in just trying just about anything. One of my desires, which I have not done yet, is you can get molten asphalt. You can go right to the plant, and so I'm thinking of laying out wood and letting this molten asphalt pour on top of the surface of this. I was thinking wood, and let it burn into it and see what happens. So I think, yeah, I think it's those interconnections that I'm very much interested in.
Well, they're mostly non-natural materials. I mean, lead shot and construction glue, and I mean, there are more materials used in the construction industry. And I mean, there's not beeswax and linen thread.
I do have beeswax. I did today. Yes.
So that familiarity with your past life, is that?
I was a building contractor from San Francisco for 20 years before I leaped into this.
Fell into
Yes. It's like trying to find unknown worlds, and I also think it has something to do with myself in terms of boundaries. I've always wanted to break rules, and that's part of my personality. And sometimes it really, goes nowhere. Most of the time, but then there are those moments when suddenly you can see things that look really intriguing and something to explore.
Well, it seems like one of the compositional rules that you break is that there's really no resting point in your work. There's no focal point. It's all democratic. It's just everything seems to be equal, whether it's what you did initially to it, and then you cut it up, and then you paint over it, and then you add something on top of it. It's all. You have an interest in time or timelessness. I think your statement was talking about that, and it seems like there's this compression of activity so that the work looks like it just happened.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I thought about that. I think it has something to do with. I was a philosophy major, and it was the quest of what's it all about kind of thing that most people maybe set aside, but